better not cause any trouble. He's going to run into someone.
You know, you could have been more careful.
Take your time. When moving slowly,
It's the hero of Damascus. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real world.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Filthy heretic! I'll have your head!
You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Watch yourself.
King and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God. And what he makes, I won't help him.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins.
Listen! أنت حثالة!
Please, someone do something. Why are you doing this?
Stop acting like a child.
Listen! أنت حثالة!
Has he gone mad?
Have you no shame? الأحمق سوف يصطدم بشخص ما.
Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you.
Why are you doing this? You've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this? You've done nothing wrong.
Hırsızlar garajına müstahak.
Please, help me. Please, someone do something.
Fool was out of his mind.
Go away! Was a teacher. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done. Understood it fell to him.
Is he running from someone?
You've no reason to stand here. Leave.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك موت أيها اللص
Sorun çıkartacak.
All I ask is for a few coins.
هل هناك سبب لسلوك الأحمق؟
You don't understand.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Won't anyone help me?
Hırsızlar garajına müstahaktır. Pis hırsız. Gebereceksin.
Please, help me.
Hırsızlık yapmanın
Out here,
cezası
here.
ölümdür.
Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası
Please, someone do something.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
You must not trespass here.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك
Please, can't you spare? Please, can't you spare? I'm poor and sick and hungry. Sick and hungry. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. I have
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyor.
No, please don't do
It is
that.
our duty
Just a
to
few
defend
coins.
it until death. The Crusaders!
Could I interest you in some of my wares?
What is he doing? He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It's a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem. We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. ارحل على الفوق! ارحل من هنا! He has found the strength.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
You're nothing but a murderer!
God, help!
What? Where are you going?
The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salah.
Come, have a look.
Curse him, curse the Christian.
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed. Citizen, bring forth your writing. Please?
It's forbidden for you to be here.
Hey!
Just a few coins.
لست حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك لست حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك
Anyone can put ink to parchment. Anyone! Such power, such influence must be controlled. It cannot be...
I'm done. Leave, peasants, before I make you.
Who's responsible for this?
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting. You are left today!
You must not trespass here. Right, we're on. Come no further.
For centuries, we've quietly acquiesced, agreed to believe based on nothing more than the words of men and women long since gone to dust. And why? Why do we believe?
I'll have your head. Move now, or be careful. There I God favors me. You will not win. Mine!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
I done wrong. Tell me, please.
Weha.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Aslında değilsin ama kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin.
I could have been hurt.
Victory! Could I interest you into Lord him! Lord the Christian King and his army of Israel! They go against the will of God! This must be made to pay!
You shouldn't be here. Dig off.
Good people of Damascus, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poison. After him, my disciples. Don't let him get away!
Don't let him get away!
You must be made to see the truth! Unbeliever! He must be stopped! You will not stop! Blindness!
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. When you're out of knives, refill your stock for return.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete, and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes. To reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.